Welcome to another Cooking Made Simple recipe. Guys, I am MindBlown Chef, and this is Cooking Made Simple. Today's recipe, Tuscan Salmon. You do not want to miss this. Here are the ingredients we're going to use and how we're going to use them right now. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is grab an aluminum pan without non-stick. I like using an aluminum pan without non-stick because we're able to get it a lot hotter and the fish skin gets a lot crispier without that non-stick coating. And as long as your pan is ripping hot, your fish won't stick to the pan. So I'm just going to put some blended oil in this pan and I'm going to bring it up to where it's almost smoking. My pan is nice and smoking hot. I'm going to drop my fish in and skin side down. Always drop away from you. That way if the oil happens to splash, it won't splash on your fingers and burn your little fingers. Trust me, it hurts. I'm gonna go 4 pieces in. At this point, I'm gonna turn my heat down to medium, maybe a little lower, but the pan's ripping hot now, so now we can bring everything down slightly. So something really important, whenever you drop your fish into your pan, don't touch it. Once it drops, just leave it wherever it's sat. After it's ready to be touched, it will let you know. It will actually release from the pan, and then that's when you can check to see if your color's good, you need to go longer. But when you initially drop it in, do not touch the fish, because what will happen is it will stick to the pan, you'll mess it all up. So just let it do its thing. So one thing I want you to look at is I want you to look at the close-up on this salmon, and you'll see that there's a pink line starting to form on the edges. That's a great indication that most of the protein has cooked on that side, and now is the time where I'm going to take a look and see what kind of color I have on the skin. My salmon has nice color on it. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to remove it from the pan. We've only cooked half of our salmon. We've cooked the skin side, now it's out of the pan set aside. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna build our sauce in that same exact pan. To build our sauce, we're going to add our butter to the pan. We're going to add our garlic to the pan. We're gonna let that garlic roast a little bit, get some nice garlic flavor on like a medium heat. Alright, now I'm smelling that garlic. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add our sun-dried tomatoes. We're gonna add our artichoke hearts. We're gonna let those kind of marry in and do their thing. Get some of the flavors released on those as well. Okay, so what's happening here is I'm building flavor layer by layer. I've got the garlic in there, I've got the butter, I got the natural oils from the salmon in there. We also have the sun-dried tomato, the artichoke are releasing their flavors. Now, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna drop our cream inside. Our temperature is gonna go to low. Cream inside. We're gonna go ahead, you're gonna add your salmon back inside, skin side up. We're gonna finish cooking the salmon in our sauce. Our skin's gonna stay crispy. And I'm also gonna drop in my spinach to just kind of slowly wilt around all of this. The spinach doesn't really need to cook, it's just gonna kind of wilt down with everything else. That's it. Cook this for a few more minutes until the salmon's fully cooked, maybe about 3 minutes on a low temp. We'll be ready to go. Alright, so it's been about 3 minutes. My salmon's totally cooked, but I'm not happy completely with the way my sauce is looking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm putting my salmon on my sheet tray that I cleaned, and I'm gonna just go ahead and let this sauce reduce down just a little tiny bit more, because I want it to be a little more saucy and less creamy-y, if you understand what I mean. I give it a taste right now for salt, pepper. I need salt and pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in, and then we're gonna hit the plates. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and plate this. I'm gonna plate this up family style just like this. Yeah, this is the exact consistency I was going for, and you'll notice your cream will change color, and that's an indication that you've really infused all your flavors into the cream. When it's not just white, it actually has some darker color to it. So now we're gonna go ahead and we'll just plate this up. And now I'm gonna go lay my salmon down skin side up right across our nice bed of sauce and veggies here. Like I'm gonna get about 3 on this plate. I'm gonna finish garnish with some parsley. And that is all there is to it. Come join the fun. I will put the link to my channel in the description below. That Tuscan salmon right there, sexy. And that is all there is to it. Come join. God. Mmm.